Hey everybody, it's your girl JaleaNicole and I am here with a quick tutorial. I'm not gonna lie, it's not quick. It ended up being a chit chat when it was supposed to just be a tutorial, so scratch. Hey guys, if you want to stay tuned for a chit chat, get ready with me, Black owned cosmetic companies tutorial, please stay tuned. Get a snack. You know, get your coffee. I have my coffee, so you can drink your coffee while I'm talking, but there's a conversation going on in there, so please converse with me down below with the things that I'm talking about. And if you guys got anything you want to add product-wise that maybe I should check out, or a person in the community, like the cosmetology community, that maybe I didn't think about, because I'm going to do a few more of these in this month and I wanted to look up some people that maybe people did not really know about. So stay tuned for that and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I have already washed my face and I have vitamin E oil on, and I'm just going to spray some rose hibiscus water with hyaluronic acid. I always don't mind my pronunciation. And I found this at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, and I just like using this sometimes to moisturize, because I did not wash my face this morning. I washed my face last night before I went to sleep, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. I've done nothing, so my skin is still moisturized, so I just added that in there to just keep it a little more plump. And because I have nothing to do today, I'm not even going to bother with primer, but I am going to get started with my eyes, because I'm not going to do my foundation first because I am deep conditioning. And while deep conditioning, I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and start my face at least. I don't need to hold everything. So I want to go ahead and get started on my eyes and eyebrows and whatnot. And like I said, prior to this, Black owned company based, not everything, because I just didn't have everything, but the majority, like 98%, is Black owned business cosmetics. And I'm going to start with my Perfecting Eyeshadow Primer from Radiance. This is actually new. I just picked this up. I was already in the market for a primer because my Ruby Kisses was running out, because that's the majority of the one that I use. My Ruby Kisses are my e.l.f. and I keep my e.l.f. in my travel bag, so I don't normally see it. And I was like, you know what, I need to go ahead and get me a new one. And so because I needed a new one, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with Black Radiance, seeing as it is Black History Month and I had some ideas in mind. I'm gonna do that. And actually, I like this. Like, it already mattified my doggone lid. Like, it felt, I've been slipping. I'm definitely going to use this in my crease area though. Let me go ahead and do that now, because I feel like this is definitely going to fill in the lines. It's thick. This makes me feel secure. Ooh. This is the only area that I really need to prime when doing my foundation, if anything. The rest of my face, I don't care. But the lines, they get disrespectful. So for the brows, I have my black Opal automatic eyeliner pencil in, I think it's dark brown or chocolate or something, but it's so tiny. Where is it at? Coffee bean. I have to be careful with this one because it is actually pretty dark. It's not too dark. I just have to be light-handed with it. So yep, really light-handed there. Because this is like a real soft pencil, I like to use the brush part to move the product around, because then it makes it almost like a pomade. And I've had this pencil for quite some time. Sometimes if I need depth on my lip, I use a very little bit because it's almost like black. So I have to be careful. Okay. Let's get this in right there. I don't know about y'all, but when I'm home by myself, I hate hearing noises, and I just heard something. I don't know what it was. Doors are locked though, so I ain't too concerned. Yep, see that? Yes, yes. Oh, and I can feel. Oh, I'm gonna really enjoy this primer. I feel it in my bones. And once I rinse my deep conditioner out, then I'll go in to do my foundation. Now, I wanted to ask a few questions. How do you guys feel about Black-owned business, that whole conversation, that narrative about supporting Black businesses and why we don't? I just happened to watch Tierra Monet's video talking about it, and I have to say I agree with her like 100%. I'll link her video below so that you can get her words and not my take on it, and I'll tell you my thoughts. But me, as a small business owner, entrepreneur, I definitely know the struggle of trying to accomplish things within your community. And I also know the feeling of being way more received in other communities, non-Black, non-women of color. And it's one of those like bittersweet things. It's like, woohoo, I'm making it somewhere. But it's like, but I want my folks to be there for me. Now, I'm not going to say I don't have any, but I have to be honest, it's really hard to survive and make a, now I ain't gonna say make a living, because it can happen, but it's definitely hard because we have such strict standards for ourselves, but we don't put those standards on anybody else except our own people. And I just think it's unfair that we do that to ourselves. Let me look at these brows. Okay, so I'm going to get my Black Opal concealer in number 4 and clean it up some. But there are a few products in here that are my products from when I jumped out there and started my own cosmetic line, and it was pointed towards women of color. I had very few women of color supporters, and it was just like, I can't afford right now. I can't afford it to support us by building a business surrounded by us. It was really weird and actually kind of heartbreaking. But it's not all to the fault of them. It's, you know, first time business and trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. But just my reception, and when I put classes and such out there for us, we don't like paying for stuff. And it's not going to keep me from doing it. I just have to find a different strategy and a different way of reaching my women. And that's just what I've come to terms with. I will never abandon us, but I definitely have to be extremely strategic. There's no slack in that. That brow look good. Okay, now that brows are done, sorry, head was itching a little, and the eyes are primed, and I want to highlight just a little bit underneath the brow. I have the same concealer in number 2. That was number 4. I'm going to just get just a little bit. It doesn't do a whole bunch, it does just enough for my personal taste. I'm over the fluorescent brow bone. But a lot of these things I actually had in my collection, and a lot of these I didn't, because I'm a girl who likes to, I go pick up stuff randomly on sale. But I've actually made a decision now to be a little more conscious of what I'm doing when I do it. So when I went through my stuff and realized that I did not have a, what do you want to call it, an eyeshadow palette by a black owned company, I was like, how is that possible? How do I not? But I also have to remember, I give a lot of my stuff away. And so then when I looked at it, I was like, oh crap, I had some. And I gave it to like my mom, my cousin, and my sister. Because I do purges all the time. So what I do is I end up keeping the stuff that I use regularly. But what happens is even the stuff that I might use regularly, if I feel like it's easy for like my mom or my sister to use, I'll go ahead, or my cousin, I'll give it to them. Because I'm like, well, I can make this work. This one over here, I can make this work, and I'll give this to them. So I actually had like 2 black Radiance palettes and a, because Downtown Browns, and another one that had like some greens and stuff. I gave those away, and I was like, oh crap, if I'd have just held on to them just a little while longer. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get this paper off, and it is fighting me. Oh, there we go. Now, I have to say, I have a slight different view as well than I've heard some people talk about. But hold on, let me show you Berry Vibes. This is Berry Vibes by Black Radiance. But I'm also down for brands that focus on us. Like if they put their time and energy into making products for us, I count them as well. I didn't really pick any of those for this tutorial, but I just wanted to say it. So I don't know what kind of look I want to go for today though. Something soft because I'm not doing much. Dang it. Y'all, I've been so clumsy lately. I've been having the dropsies. Okay, so where's my fluffy? I am going to go in like this little tobacco color though. Like it's right, this right here. That looks like that's me. Oh yeah. It's gonna be a slight review as well. Oh, hold on. Let me put something on this lid to make these colors show up some. That primer had me so like in awe, I forgot. There we go. All right, I'm gonna, it's my type of transition color right there. Orangey brown. You can do about anything with the transition color like this. I'm going to come up with an everyday look with this palette, and then I'll zhuzh it up. Maybe next time I'll come up with a nighttime look. Okay. Now, you are going to have to tap off. You put it in there, and it creates a little dust, but nothing wrong with that either because the pigment is showing up, so I ain't mad at it. This is like one of the colors I always go to my Anastasia palette for, like this type of, you know, orange brown warm color. And the video that you guys will see next week is definitely going to be by Black Hair Care products. Black owned companies. Yes, yes. So let's see. Sorry, y'all. I'm moving slow. My arm hurts me today, so I'm having trouble. There's so many pretty colors in here. Like, the one next to it is like beautiful. And I feel like I want to do that and put a little bit of that purple in this corner. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Where my shadow brush? Oh, now the shimmers don't have a lot of fallout. It's just the mattes. Okay. And I am gonna spray this, because I probably shouldn't have sprayed it and just saw how it goes on without it. Well, I didn't spray a lot. Oh, this is pretty. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna spray this one. I'm just gonna pat it on. Very nice and soft. Oh yes, this is work. Like, this is everyday work, church, play, like right here. I'm gonna take this stiff crease brush and I'm gonna pick up this color right there. It's a very plummy, little bit of shimmer, and I'm just gonna put that right in here, and just a little bit of it too, just because I need some type of something over here in this corner. So let's get that blending brush in here. Oh yeah. That'll do. Let me get in closer so you guys can see it up close and personal. Oops, I pressed in there pretty hard that time. Oh yes, that is a perfect daily eye. So now, the eyeliner that I'm going to use is actually the eyeliner from the cosmetics line that I had started, that I intend to bring back out again, but as of right now, it's not in the cards for right now. But I'm going to line my eyes and I'll be right back after I wash out my deep conditioner. Okay, so it is rinsed out now. I can get to the face. I'm going to use my Black Opal True Color in Truly Topaz. And while I'm doing my foundation, I wanted to share with you guys some information about a wonderful woman, Miss Madam N.A. Franklin. She's another pioneer for Black cosmetic companies. She's, let me find my sponge, sorry guys. She was born in 1880. And she was in that era of Madam C.J. Walker as well. A lot of the women then are like the ones that I like to, you know, the ones that I look up to for inspiration. I'm sorry, dropping my sponge. But they got into cosmetology, and that's why I really feel I have a kindred spirit with those women, is because not only did they take the gift God gave them and gave it back to us, but they did it in a way that glorified us and not tried to diminish our light. You know, because back then, in that time, you could get makeup, but it may be to lighten you so you don't look so dark. But Miss Franklin, she's one of the first ones that had powders that actually were to enhance and beautify and then just glorify our skin and not try to change the way we looked. So to see when I read up on her to get her full story, it was definitely empowering, because she was like, I ain't got time for this. I'm gonna be who I be, because this is the skin God gave me, and there's a lot of women like me, so we're going to enhance it. We're not gonna cover it up. So yeah, y'all look up Miss N.A. Franklin. Her name is, but I can't, Nobia. I don't know if I say it right. Nobia. It's Nobia. But look her up. You know, tell it to your little girls. Inspire them that even back then, women had enough courage. Black women, women of color had enough courage to say, you know what? I don't want to look like everybody else. I want to look like the person God made me. And those stories are definitely inspiring, empowering, and they make you just want to move in that same spirit. Oh yes, I always love this foundation. I need to get some more. But no lie, I couldn't get no more because I decided to buy the powder instead. You know, I'd be on a budget. I buy this stuff myself, honey. And y'all saw my concealers. I'm going to pull one of them out just to get a little bit of something going on underneath. But I need to see if I'm actually going to use my Black Radiance color corrector. Yeah. I got the salmon because I did not want to do orange. Pump it up. Just a little bit in here. I have to say, I'm not sure if I really like this just yet. Not the color, but the it's very thin, and I'm not used to that. So I'm trying to, you know, get it together. And I decided to color correct after just to see if I needed to. So. And there were a few spots that were disrespectful. Okay. Get my honey. Now this is very thick, so make sure you work it in. Work it, work it. Oh, I'm looking cute. Yup. Now my setting powder, I'm going to use my Sasha Buttercup. Oh, got it on my pants, but okay. I'm just going to use that same sponge because it's already damp. You know I'm not going to bake. I am going to set. Push this in and keep it moving. Do you see the difference? Yes.
Okay.
So there is the face for the most part. I am going to, I have to get my fluffy brush. I did not get it. Let me get that shine off the tip of that nose there. Oh yeah. But I'm going to use my black Opal True Color in medium light, 350. I'm going to get my fluffy brush and sweep it around. I'll be right back. If I wanted to really highlight and contour, I would have gotten my Black Radiance light to medium kit out, but didn't really feel like doing all that today. I just really, actually my skin looks really good right now. I'm really liking this. And I will put on some blush, and it is not, to my knowledge, a black owned company. It's Palladio from Sally's, and I just wanted a little color on the cheek. Small sweep here. My Shea, I had a Shea Moisture blush downstairs. Y'all, dang nabbit, laziness got me. But there's an alternative. I have a Shea Moisture blush. I don't remember the name of it, but it's basically this color that's in the middle. This reddish, mauve-y, I don't even know how to describe it. But it is that right there, exactly. Gosh darn it. Okay, whatever. Get over it, get over it, get over it. And this is an eyeshadow, but I wanted to use it as a highlighter today. It's from Color You Cosmetics. And this is the color Buttercup. So, just taking some out of the lid here. And I like how it blended out into, like, it looks like it's gonna be like, but it's not. And I don't know what that means, but to me that meant a lot of noise, a lot of recognition. But it, yeah. Hit the top of that Cupid's bow. Mine is basically non-existent, but you know, whatevs. There we go. And when I come back, my hair will be done and I'll be putting on my lip gloss. Okay, now that I've finished my hair up, I wanted to show you guys what I'm going to use on my lips, and it's my Black Radiance lip gloss in, trying to find the color name. It's not on here. That's the one thing I don't like. But it's a gold, a very deep brown gold lip gloss. And this is definitely a, how you doing? Like, I just be chilling. What are you doing? Nothing. Just chilling. That's how I chill. At my house. I go do laundry and I go do the dishes just like this. Okay, don't mind my silliness. But guys, thank you for staying tuned, and I appreciate you guys supporting me, a woman of color, all year round, all the time, through every avenue that I have, my Instagram, my YouTube, all of that. I really do appreciate your support, your love, and your kind words. I even appreciate the ones that are not so kind. You guys help toughen my skin, and there's sometimes that is constructive criticism, so it offers me a different way to look at things and a new way of doing things. So I appreciate all of that. So I will see you guys in the next video. And if you have any information you want to give me, anybody you want me to look up for Black History Month that maybe I didn't think about, please do so. And if you have any comments or responses to what I was talking about earlier, please tell me your thoughts. And like I said, I will link the video for Miss Tierra Monet's commentary on Black-owned businesses and the struggles. So see you guys in my next video. Bye.